Well, I am an admirer of Elisa's. Elisa has even worked for me, and the fact is that she is talented.
What's it called? Kermit and Friends?
Kermit and Friends.
Kermit. But if
Kermit,
you're saying
like
not to do...
Yeah,
Wait.
I actually have watched a few hours of Kermit and Friends.
How many hours have you watched, Natalie?
Oh, no. Probably indulged in 8 hours.
Holy.
my wife and I watched Benji's ex-girlfriends or whatever's going on. We watched this crazy podcast, and I have to say, this is one of the, probably in the top 5 things I think about right now.
She has a podcast, but she gets to come on the radio. It is craziness upon craziness.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kermit and Friends. I'm Elisa. This is Fozzie, and Kermit is watching from heaven. It's going to be a great show today. As you can tell, I'm somewhere different. Fucking Spectrum is down today. Down. And they texted me and they said, oh, Spectrum. I'm going to tell you exactly what they texted me so you all can cancel the service like right after the show. It's so fucked up. So Spectrum alert, there's a service outage, a restoral estimated by 11:30. Okay, so I'm not going to miss half of Kermit and Friends because of them. So then they texted me again 5 minutes ago saying, Spectrum service alert update. We are now estimating service restored by 1 p.m. So you think I'm going to miss Kermit and Friends because of some stupid Spectrum internet? Hell the fuck no. I'm in my office. I brought Fozzie. I brought my lighting. I brought everything. And everybody that's calling me and texting me right now, just come on Kermit and Friends. That's the place to be. Not texting me. Corey, I know you're late. Trust me, I know you're always going to be late. I love you still, and I'm looking forward to having you back. Let's welcome Wheezy to the show, my co-host. Hey, Wheezy.
Welcome. Hi. I can't believe Spectrum's down for you because it was down for me earlier, too, and I was getting nervous.
It's horrible. It's and I tried to, use my hotspot, and that did not work. And I was pissed and I was so mad, but I took my whole setup. I brought 2 huge lights. I brought Fozzie, my microphone, everything. Is everything sounding okay right now?
Yeah, you sound great. Totally. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And somebody's calling me. Guess who's calling me? Kenneth.
Oh, already?
Kenneth.
Wow.
Kenneth, you cannot call. I'm talking. Kenneth, I'm on Kermit and Friends. What's going on?
He must know
I'm
that.
sorry. I may be a little bit behind, but trust me, I will be on as soon as I get home.
Okay, you're going to be on the show today. Okay, good, Kenneth. Hurry. You got to hurry. It's above church, Kenneth. Above church.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
I will be on as soon as I get home. Trust me.
Kenneth, you know what time it is. You know what's going on right now.
I'm trying. I know. I'm trying to get home. Love you, sweetheart. I'll be on as soon as I get home.
Okay. All right. Just as long as you hurry.
Oh, man. That guy's a gift that keeps on giving.
Love you. Love you. I mean, he calls immediately at 11. I mean, the calls that I'm getting right now are definitely hilarious. Hi, Pajeric. Just texting me. Do you want to meet me at the pizza place? Let me know everybody's texting me. I'm on Kermit and Friends. Don't text me. Now is not the time. Right now is the time to watch Kermit and Friends and be on it, not be texting me about pizza. High pitch Eric, Kermit and Friends is now. Please do not bother me unless you're coming on the show. Oh my gosh,
I gotta say,
fucking crazy.
The Kenneth call though is so on brand. It's so wonderful. I'm so glad we got to witness that. Oh, hey Cappy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good.
Wow. So we have Cappy here and Wheezy here. It's such a special show. It's Kermit's birthday.
Very special show. But it's a special show today, really?
Yeah, it's a special show, Cappy, because it's Kermit's birthday. My dog that passed.
Oh my goodness! I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh well, happy birthday! God bless his soul, hair soul. So, girl, I
Thank you.
learned about that yesterday. Yeah.
Yes. So it's a sad day, but it's a happy day because this is Kermit and Friends, and this is where everybody joins together and becomes friends. And I made a lot of friends because of you, and I really appreciate that.
Hey, well, you're welcome. I made a lot of friends because of you too. So we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Great. It's been great. Oh yeah, so many so many good experiences. Yeah, it was fun yesterday. I loved the barbecue at your place. Too bad we got kicked out again.
Yeah, we got kicked out. Obviously Andy threw up. It was very disgusting.
Oh no.
Yeah, he threw up.
Oh, sorry for that. Give me a second.
Oh, that's okay. I'm going to put you on hold for a second. Let's just welcome back some people that haven't been around for a while. Wheezy, who is coming back today that we haven't seen in a little bit?
Well, I'm most excited, and people are going to be fucking shocked about this one. But T-Bob is in the private chat right now. Me and T-Bob, we get along now. I don't know how long it'll last. I hope it lasts forever. But
do you know that my mom texted me about you and T-Bob getting back together?
Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. And I'm actually happy that T-Bob's back, and he's been wonderful to me. And I welcome him back with open arms. Also, Kay Jobs is back.
Oh my gosh, it's such a blessing. Like, my heart is very warm right now that Kay Jobs is back, Corey's back, T-Bob's back. Yes. You guys have no idea. Like, that's so meaningful. Like, my life is nothing without you guys. Nothing.
You're the best. Well, you brought us all together. You have to keep remembering that. So when you bring a bunch of people together, and sometimes they leave, but they'll always come back. You know they're always going to be back.
Yeah, but sometimes it really doesn't seem like they're going to be back. Like, for instance, like Bob, my God, I can't believe you're back. Welcome back.
I love it.
Oh, wow. You put me up here while I was testing this thing out. That's pretty cool.
You look great. I'm so happy. I really love you. Like, people may not believe that, but I do. I love you. You know, the whole time you were mad at me, you were calling me Indian. There's nothing wrong with being Indian, but I'm just not. I'm Italian. I'm part Lithuanian. I'm not Indian. Do you still believe that I'm Indian?
Well, I put up a pretty convincing argument.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Oh, so many people believed all of that. Look, hold your hand up like this. Hold your hand up. No, right to the screen.
To swear that I'm not Indian?
No, look right there. Don't move. You see your ring finger? Your ring finger is like a woman's. It's so close to your first finger, right?
So what does that mean?
Is like mine. Men's ring fingers are a lot longer than the number one finger. See, I'm a man. You hold your hand up.
Oh, you think I'm a man that's Indian, Bob? Bob, are you sure you still want to say that now that you're back on the show?
No, hold your hand up. I'm going to prove that they could have proved that a lie from the beginning. See, her fingers are even or very close to it.
All right, whatever, Bob. Bob, I forgive you. You can think whatever you want about me.
No,
That's
I'm proving.
absolutely fine.
You don't get it, Elisa. You don't get it. I'm proving how easy it is to prove everything I said about you being a lie. It's just too easy. But people don't get it. They rather believe in the conspiracy theory than to believe the truth.
All right, I'm going to bring on somebody that I think doesn't believe you. His name is Jimmy Rizzo. Jimmy, do you have any comments on what Bob is saying, his allegations that I'm an Indian and also like I'm a guy?
Well, I think Bob is a lovely type of guy, and Bob has grown on me. I like Bob quite a bit. By the way there, Bob, I've made a song up about you there, sir. Would it be okay if I sung My Bob, my lovely song, Elisa?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, hey, Bobby, I want to stick it up your ass. Hey, 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 Bobby. Hey,
Okay,
good,
Bob's not going to like that song. Let's welcome back Corey to the show. Corey, you used to be the wrap-up show co-host, and you quit, and I was really upset about that because you were very important to Kermit and Friends. What made you leave? What made you come back?
For one thing, did I ever really quit? I'm always lurking somewhere. But we know for a fact that Weasel, that cocky son of a bitch, we know he's Bob's bitch boy, and he comes so cocky and arrogant lately. He thinks that he's the run of the whole thing. Weasel, let's get yourself up here. I'll have it out with you.
Wait, Weezy's my co-host and the wrap-up show co-host. He replaced you.
But he has, I don't know how he sticks his nose up Bob's ass so far when his own head is up his own ass.
So you're saying
he has his own head up his own ass so far. How does he fix his nose up on Bob's ass? And if you were like a rapist, which we know Bob is a rapist, and obviously Weezy, you're a rapist supporter.
Yeah. All right. So you
think about Weezy? You think you own this whole son of a bitch? Really?
I don't think he thinks that.
We got the core stuff. See now, look how he tips his head. You can always tell confidence. Oh yeah, Weasel. Where's your stocking cap and jacket? Did it reach it? Did the temperature go up a notch?
Corey, welcome back, buddy.
Yeah, that little nice cockact's not going to work with me. You can tell the way he tips his head. His nose is always up in the air.
Somebody's jealous. This happens a lot to me, Corey. I'm quite used to it.
No, I'm just calling you out, dude.
What are you going to say?
I mean, look at me. What do I have to be jealous about?
Well, your health, for one. You were about dead last week. I'm glad you have color.
Well, that has nothing to do with the situation. I'm not a cocksucker. I'm not a weasel. And I'm not a freaking rapist supporter.
Wait, you think Weezy's a rapist supporter?
That woman's for life and gets away with it.
Are you talking shit on Bob or me, Corey? I don't understand what you're even trying to say.
He's talking about Bob right now.
If I have to explain that to you, your head is more probably up his ass than your own ass.
So what about Elisa taking him on the show? What would that make her then, Corey?
Well, I'd say the same thing, but for a show, so I have no control. But she has on. But
it says a
you
lot.
Think that you have control.
Welcome back, Corey. I'll let Bob handle it.
Poor Corey. He's got no proof I ever raped anybody. All he's got is his mouth full of lies.
We just seen the records and the documents, the court documents.
He just can't stand it that I was never convicted as a rapist.
No, you played a plea bargain, so you want to be on the registered sex offender list.
You have a judge who's married to the DA. You can't get it out of the courtroom. That's automatic dismissal. And I was fully expunged. I was still found not guilty. They offered me a plea bargain for deferred attempted assault. There was no rape in that charge, brother. There's no conviction. And I was in the Shanghai fucking court.
All right. Okay. All right. Everybody's innocent here. High pitch. Are you at a pizza place finally? Are you safe?
Yes. You want to meet me after?
Yeah, I'm going to meet you after. You're about 10 feet from me right now. Yeah. So we're nearby. And the goal for today is to set you up on a romantic date with goo cheese.
Well, I heard on the first day to California, the women have to pay.
Oh, you're going to make her pay for the date?
That's the rule of California.
Oh, wow. That's actually a good rule for you. What kind of food are you looking forward to having with Gucci's? What do you want her to buy for you?
A pizza pie, no onions.
Okay, pizza pie, no onions. Should I text her this information so she can pick it up, or do you want her to meet you there?
Well, why do you meet me here with her?
So you're going to eat it with her. Okay, let me text her. Hold on one second. At Rafa. Okay. All right, great. I didn't know that place was open right now. All right, cool. All right, so
they open after 11, so they're still setting up.
Oh, okay, they're still setting up. Great. I'm so happy for you. So when you met her in person, were you like impressed? What was your like first thoughts of her?
I thought she was a hippie chick, the way she dresses.
Hippie. And is that your typical type?
Yes and no.
Okay, so sometimes
depends on the females. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She has her own style. Like she dresses down. She definitely like doesn't dress like as feminine, as me or some other people. But she has her own style, and she's very beautiful and very sweet. I was just with her yesterday, and she really likes you. Actually, she said that.
I wanted her to come to my hotel yesterday.
And did you call her?
I did. She never responded.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's tough to get a hold of sometimes, but I really hope that you do because I think this is a great match. And I've matched a lot of people together, and actually people have been married because of this show. So, I mean, can you imagine like marrying her and you guys getting married? I mean, how great would that be?
Oh, it would be great.
It would be great.
I would come up to your office right now.
You would? You want to come here right now?
Yeah, but how would I get in?
I'd have to let you in. Let's see. How could I do that? Let me think about it. Just sit tight real quick. I have Sharman Smith. We have a couple people coming on the show today, and we can talk to them. Sharman Smith ran for president of the United States in 2020. She was the Democratic nominee for president.
Oh, I want to ask her a couple of questions.
Okay, I want you to ask her some questions, but then after that, she's going to read part of her book to us because her book was just accepted in like libraries and schools. And this is a great accomplishment for a writer. Have you ever written a book before, High Pitch?
No, I have not.
You haven't? Okay, because that could be another money-making opportunity because I'm sure people would love to read about your life. You have such an incredible life. You know, you were just in a mansion last night doing an appearance at a birthday party. I mean, how lucky. That's very lucky.
Oh, it was great.
It was great. They treated you well?
Terrific.
Okay.
Oh, and it was not an Airbnb. It was on VRBO, Verbo, and he went to the place for the guy's birthday.
It was what? What was the last thing that you said?
It was not an Airbnb. It was something else.
Oh, it was something else. It was maybe like a vacation rental or something.
Yeah, but the husband and wife live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, that's so cool that, people can hire Eric for events. It's great.
If people want to hire me as a Santa Claus for the holiday party, they're more than welcome to.
That is amazing. You just have to fly Eric there. And then what's your rate? What do people have to pay you?
25, between 15 and 2,500.
Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, that's good money. You're making great money.
Plus airfare and hotel.
Plus airfare and hotel. Okay, so if you can afford airfare and hotel and $1,500 to $2,500, which really isn't a lot, it's so worth it. I hung out with Eric, and he's fun. He is a great conversation. Oh, I'm getting a call. I'm getting a call from Gonzo. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Hey, Lisa, it's Gonzo. I just wanted to ask how much it would cost High Pitch to come down here and suck my cock.
Oh, do you hear that?
Tell him to go fucking suck a dick.
He is cute, though. Got that Gonzo. He is good looking, I got to say. I mean, I hooked up with Gonzo. He's cute. You don't think so?
Gonzo's an ugly piece of shit.
He's ugly now?
Yes.
I mean, I could see you calling him a troll. I could see you calling him a lot of things, but ugly, I don't know. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Wow, he's tall. He's Spanish. Smooth operator. That's not your type at all?
No.
All right. Okay. I'll take your word for it, Eric. I mean, that's my type personally.
Danny
Okay, hold on. I'm getting another caller. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Lisa, this is Danny from LA. I am going to be picking up Gucci's in a little bit. So, Eric, you big fat slob, you could just forget about it, bro. You ain't going to get Gucci's today.
Oh, no, Danny, really? Oh, Danny just said he's going to pick up Gucci's. There's a fight over Gucci's right now. This is good for her, bad for you guys.
Gucci's is me to me.
All right. I hope so. I mean, Danny, that is a low blow. Stealing Gucci's from Eric. I hate that. I hate when you're like dating somebody, you're really into somebody, you have to compete for that person. There's going to be a high competition for her. She's a beautiful girl. She's really nice and she's fun. So, I mean, we all love her, but please let High Pitch hang out with her, you guys. Just give him a couple hours and he'll convince her to stay with him because he's definitely a good candidate for her. Let's just bring on. So this is the former Democratic nominee for the president of the United States. Just hold on one second, Eric. You're making a lot of noise. Sharman Smith. Hey,
Thank
Sharman.
you. Hey, good. How are you? Thank you. But I was the candidate, not the nominee. Biden is the nominee.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Candidate.
I'm just a candidate.
I exaggerated just for our show. I'm sorry
That's
about
okay.
that.
No problem.
But you deserve that. I mean, I look at you as president. You're president of my life.
I love being president of Kermit and Friends. President Sharman Smith is great.
Yes, exactly. I agree. I mean, Sharman, you are like amazing. All your morals and your values are so above any president we've had. So, okay, so the portion of your book that you were going to read today, what is this about?
It's about acceptance.
Okay. Okay, terrific.
Just about acceptance. That's it. I'm old, so I have to put on my readers. Otherwise, I can't see the little words on the page.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the floor. This
Okay.
is Sharman Smith from Taming the Titta.
Taming the Titta. It's available on Amazon and anywhere books are sold online. You can find it at Barnes and Noble or Walmart, whatever. It's a fictional life story about politics, religion, and a reality TV show called Who Wants to Be President? I self-published in January of 2015, and the book spans 40 years, and any similarities to actual events was unintended, but does improve the readability of the book. So, the video stops, and Amanda says, "Those are some powerful statements." Sharman nods in agreement. Yes, they are, and I still feel that way today. We've seen many examples of spiritual warfare throughout our recorded history. Amanda asked, "Does the Bible still scare you?" Sharman breathed deeply. Yes, it does scare me, but it scares me for all the right reasons. There's a lot of things in there I don't know, and there are so many scholars that can interpret it in different ways. It's really quite impressive. It's one of the best books ever written. It's constant, yet it's constantly evolving. It's a mystery, a horror, a love story, and educational all at the same time. It has the largest following of believers of any book in history. Twilight, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and 50 Shades of Grey combined couldn't come close. All jokes aside, I have a great deal of respect for the Bible. I think it's a wonderful book that provides an excellent source of opinions and examples about God's love and God's word, human nature, and history. There are some beautiful messages and lessons in there. It contains history that spans centuries. I'm cognizant of the fact that history is written by the winners. That allows them the best ability to control their message. Amanda continues, "So you do not believe that the Bible was written by God?" Sharman shakes her head no. "I believe that the Bible was written by other souls having a human experience. While their advice is valuable, they are opinions just like any other opinion. They're not the whole story. They're just one person's perspective of what they felt and experienced. I treat it like I treat any other advice I'm given. I listen intently, respectfully. I'm grateful and polite for the message they give. I use what I find to be beneficial, and I store the rest for a later date. I am a fan of history. I believe that if we do not study our history and learn from it, we are destined to repeat it. One of the most amazing parts of this country is our freedom of religion. Each person is allowed to research religions for themselves and decide what they want to believe. Through that research, I was able to find beliefs that worked for me. To each their own. When I was seeking, I attended a great many of different churches. I sat through services at Catholic, Protestant, Baptist, Southern Baptist, even Mormon churches. I talked to Jehovah's Witnesses, Jews, Wiccans, Buddhists, and followers of Islam. Quite often, I did not like the message I was given. Sadly, on numerous occasions, I bore witness to churches that insisted other churches were evil, that those believers were going to hell. They passed judgment on people for their skin color, a woman's choice to work, or their sexual orientation. That didn't work for me. That made me angry. I found myself in a no man's land where I was all alone. Being all alone forced me to pray. I had nowhere else to turn, so I turned to God. I know I'm not perfect. I didn't need to be told repeatedly that I was a sinner. I already knew it. I know that I am flawed and I make mistakes. I work really hard not to judge people for their choices. There are things that people do that I find completely unacceptable. I've personally made choices that I know other people do not agree with. I know that when I get to the other side, I will stand tall and accept my judgment for those choices. I can't hide from that. I know that. I've done things that some people really didn't approve of. There were a great many people who felt the movement to execute pedophiles was in direct conflict to Christianity. Thou shalt not kill, and it was written in stone. I took the stance then, and I still do today, that it's not our place to give forgiveness or pass judgment on anyone. These were merely human laws we were following. Forgiveness and judgment can only be given by one. I was just facilitating the meeting. I still believe that when I get to the other side and I stand tall to accept my judgment, I will finally get the hug that will put all of my broken pieces back together. If Jesus came back to earth today, I would walk right up to him and wrap my arms around him and tell him that I missed him and I'm glad he came to visit. Amanda continues, do you still believe that? After all the things you have said and done, you think you're going to just walk up to Jesus and give him a hug and God is just going to welcome you home with open arms? Charmin sighs, yes, I do. I believe that I have things I must atone for, and I'll stand tall and take my judgment. When that's over, I still believe I will be welcomed and embraced. I don't think God tolerates people. I think God loves and accepts them, and I think God loves and accepts me in all my flawed glory. I think God might even like my flaws. Amanda smiles. Tolerance has been a key word for you. I have a clip where you are discussing gay marriage. The hologram springs to life and a male announcer is asking, Charmin, your fellow candidates all agree that they are tolerant of the LGBTQ community. Are you tolerant as well? No, I am not. Please let me explain. I am not tolerant of other people. I grew up in a home where I was tolerated. I wasn't wanted. I was tolerated at school by my teachers and fellow classmates. I know exactly how it feels to be tolerated. I also know exactly how it felt the first time I was accepted for me. When someone embraced me and all my weirdness, my quirks and differences weren't annoying to them. They were appreciated and enjoyed. It was a difference that I recognized immediately. I have, ever since that date, strived to accept people and embrace them and their differences. I do not tolerate BS and fakeness. I have learned over the years that you either like me or you hate me. There is no in between. I accept you and your opinion. I know I cannot change it, and I often learn new things from other people's opinions. People have a visceral response to me. I have tried to make people like me, and I have occasionally been able to produce tolerance. I'm not a fan of tolerance. I prefer acceptance. It's been my experience that when those people who cannot accept me will try to destroy me with their words or with their actions. I've seen it before and I will see it again. It's not pleasant. It's not enjoyable. And we've all dealt with these tolerant people. They're nice to your face and nasty behind your back. With me, I want you to know what you see is what you get. I'm not afraid of confrontation. I won't say anything behind your back that I wouldn't say to your face, but I'd prefer we all just get along.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me an opportunity to read a portion of my book here. It was a real excitement last week.
Yeah. So Eric was writing to me while you were reading, and he said he had a question for you. Eric, what is your question?
Yeah, Miss Smith, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Hi, Pitch. How are you?
Good. Got a couple questions. So let's say you became president. What would you have done about gun control and background checks?
I'm a big fan of the Second Amendment, but I do believe that we have the best regulated militia in the history of the world. And I think background checks need to be tied to mental health exams as well. And we not only need to be doing background checks on the person applying for the gun, but everybody within the household. Just because an 18-year-old is old enough to buy a gun doesn't mean they should be able to. And we should be checking with whoever they live with to make sure that they find that it's acceptable. We also need to be mindful of the fact that it's too easy for an abusive spouse to trick a depressed spouse into committing suicide. And nobody should be buying depressed people guns as gifts.
Wow. Guns as gifts. That's like the worst gift I could think of.
I thought
That's
it was
the worst gift. Why would you buy someone a gun as a gift? That's crazy. Okay, your internet is kind of bad right now, Charmin. So just refresh. And in the meantime, let's just do a short prayer with Jimmy the Christian. Jimmy the Christian, you have a prayer for us, sweetheart?
Well, I think today I'm going to do a happy birthday to Kermit in heaven, if that's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, some of my Christian friends who they've already contacted me. They said animals don't go to heaven. Well, guess what? I disagree. Animals have souls. Animals go to heaven. I mean, anybody that looks in the eyes of a little puppy or a little cat or a little dog and sees that little animal or sees Kenneth knows that this being has a soul. Now, Kenneth may not believe that they have a soul, but I'm going to sing happy birthday before Kenneth starts talking about whether or not animals have souls and they go to heaven. Let me please sing happy birthday to Kermit. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Kermit. Happy birthday, dear Kermit in heaven. Happy birthday to you. We love you, Kermit. We love you. We know you're still there. We know you're still there. We know you're still alive on the other side, and you're watching Elisa, and you're happy that you see Elisa on Kermit and Friends. Your namesake. This show is your namesake. You know that. You know that. So anyway, there's my happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh my
Kermit.
God. Thank you,
You're welcome.
Jimmy. Thank you.
You're so
That
welcome.
was so nice. Oh my gosh, how nice is Jimmy singing happy birthday to Kermit? It's so nice. Hey, Ken, you were in a magazine this week, right?
Was I? I was never told of it.
Yeah, let's look at it. I have a clip. You were being interviewed. You don't remember? Someone
You're talking about for the Daily Bugle?
Yeah, tell us about
I remember that.
Okay,
I
what
remember
happened?
that.
What exactly happened? How did you do this? How did this happen?
I was on another panel at the time, and somebody had called me from a Florida number, and I called them back, and it said that it was the Daily Bugle, and they started asking me questions. Most of them concerned the community, and my thoughts on some of the coworkers you had. Different stuff like that.
Well, I have a little clip to share with everybody. Ken is so sweet, and he was, of course, very nice when the Daily Bugle called. So let's find this clip. It's called Kenneth Daily Bugle, and here it is.
Hi there. Good afternoon.
Yes, I had received a call from this number.
Yeah, this is Sydney Jane with the Daily Bugle. I just wanted to conduct a quick question and interview about your relationship with Elisa Jordana.
Okay.
Now a good time? I'm talking to
Yeah.
Kenneth, correct?
Yeah, it's me.
I just wanted to just dive as deep as you wanted to with, what your day-to-day activities and tasks are for the KAF community, as well as how's your relationship progressing with Elisa? You can take
actually, things are actually going pretty well, but she has explicitly requested me to only speak with her on DC for at least right now.
And how do you feel about that?
And I want to respect her wishes on that regard.
Well, how does that make you feel?
It's upsetting, but I understand.
Okay. And have you already received your invitation to the KAF meetup here in Hollywood, California?
No, I have not.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll leave it at that then. I guess if offered to meet up with members of the community, will you be coming if offered?
If I could make it, yes, I would.
Gotcha. And what would be the first thing you do once you meet Elisa for the very first time?
I would actually introduce myself, try to get to know her, try to get to know some of the people that she associates with.
Right. Okay.
I wouldn't try to do anything that would make her, nervous or anything.
Okay.
That's just my style.
You sound like a real gentleman. Right on. And, we ask everybody here who's been interviewed by the Daily Bugle about her cohorts, her colleagues, specifically two of them. They're pretty frequent on KAF. One of them's name is Andy the Coworker. What are your thoughts on Andy the Coworker and his conservative views? And the Coworker.
I have not heard anything to that regard. To be absolutely honest with you.
Oh.
The only coworker that she has that I have heard about is her assistant a gentleman by the name of Robbie.
You are aware that her and Robbie, they used to date. They dated for, well, they've known each other for almost 6 years.
I'm aware of that.
You know, they've known each other for 6 years, and they do still work together, and they've dated for almost a year. How do you feel about that? This guy, this gentleman, being around her 24/7.
As long as she's mentioned before that she has, to my knowledge, no romantic interest in him whatsoever, at least to my knowledge.
Right. Yeah, they're good friends. They're good friends right now.
The case, I'm fine.
They're good friends right now. All right.
Yeah,
Well, and we'd like to.
Any other questions?
Yeah, we'd like to invite you to another interview with Elisa and yourself and a couple of the community members a little later on in the week, or maybe next week. Would you be open to that?
I would, but I don't know if he would.
Okay, well, no worries. Yeah, no worries.
Let me speak with her and see if she gives the green light. But
Okay,
I would be open to it.
Okay. Very well then. Well, we really appreciate this. This is Sydney Jane with the Daily Bugle. You have yourself a blessed one now, partner.
So cool. I love it. Wow, Ken. People are very interested in you.
Yeah, it does seem like it. Yeah. And again, I apologize profusely for the delay, but I am here as requested.
Yes, so this is great. I love all the attention you're getting. You know, is the attention all positive or is it sometimes very negative?
Hello.
It's mostly been positive, but there has been a few bits of negative attention that has come my way.
Yeah, I figured that. With anything good, there's also bad. But just enjoy the good things. Enjoy the Daily Bugle. Enjoy all your new friends here. Your show is like popping right now, Ken. It's popping. You're killing it.
Last I checked, I'm at 185 on my sub count.
Terrific. And this is another friend of mine named DJ Smooth. He hasn't been here in a while. Here he is. He's back.
Well, there's everybody. Hey, it's been like a fucking
DJ. Good to
year.
see you.
Yeah, man. Seems like not much has changed around here. Corey's still lurking around in the chat, hiding behind this. Oh, there he is. Would you look at that, Corey? 1-on-1.
One-on-one. DJ Smooth and the Corster back again.
Are you still salty about me mooning your show? Oh, get DJ Smooth out of here. He's going to try and take his pants off.
It was so flat. I forgot about the day it happened.
Oh. That's too bad. But you guys can be friends now. I mean, if Bob could make up with Wheezy, you guys can make up.
Yes.
Not in jail.
Yes. DJ Smooth, we could make up, and then we could start talking like Valley Girls, you know. You could be my BFF, and we could go like what if and duh and stuff like that and talk like
I wouldn't attempt it, you know. That's a complete other half of the fucking hemisphere, dude. I couldn't pull it off. Like, I see Charmin still rambling her feminist nonsense all over the gaff.
Charmin is reading from her book. Oh, Charmin
absolutely delusional, running for president.
How is that delusional? I think everybody should go after their dreams. If you have a dream, even if it's a really big dream, you should definitely go after it. Why? You think people should just give up?
She waxed on for 20 minutes about how she wants to take people's guns away and we shouldn't kill pedos. Right, I've been having a nightmare around. I've had to move house with my girlfriend the minute.
Now these DJ Smooth on the behalf of Democrats and the leftists, they do contradict themselves a lot, saying they're down with the guns and
get her on here. Get her on here.
Amendment.
Charmin, what the fuck is this about not wanting to kill pedos?
I support the death penalty for pedophiles. You should have been paying attention better.
I couldn't pay attention. You waxed on for about 10 minutes.
Penalty doesn't mean he talks for all Democrats.
You want to take the guns away?
No, I support the Second Amendment.
You want high taxes. You support foreign wars.
I support a flat tax.
I heard your manifesto.
Yeah, she supports the illegal immigrants coming over and taking over and.
Oh, is that your
open borders. Let's make every city like San Francisco.
Somebody in England. Always nice to see you again, DJ.
Well, I'll
Smooth.
quite
Yeah.
you gotta settle your
Hey,
little buckle down.
you
all right,
should
Mike?
you should listen to me being from England because we don't
Well, I
have guns,
should.
and
We
our
didn't like
place
your
is a shit
opinion in
show.
the 1700s, and that's why we stopped listening to you.
And I applaud you. I actually applaud you because around
Me
here, it's
too.
shit. I wish I could have a peace. You know what I mean? The police
Okay,
aren't ours.
Okay, can we
Protect
narrow down?
me
Okay,
those-
can we narrow down? Have you guys seen the series The Boys?
No, but I bet you
No,
have.
you guys got to
nonce.
check it out because, well, you got the supers, the ones with the superpowers, and you got the boys. And the leader of that is Butcher. And I would say DJ Smooth is Butcher. You're like a super with superpowers, but uses evil, and he's trying to bring you down.
Yeah, we can't listen to that. I mean, we love DJ Smooth, but we have to support Charmin and her book and her big dreams, which I'm impressed by. She is, I totally look up to Charmin with what she's done and what she continues to do. And, I feel like everybody really should. How could you look down
Well,
on
see,
somebody?
the thing between Charmin and I, we're strong-headed in our ways. She is very much of a liberal and a woman's liberal. She is very strong in her ways, but we disagree a lot on special and political views. But as far as attitude as a strong person, okay, I mean, I do support her on that.
All right. But
the way she's using
you
it,
came back very fair, and I feel like you've changed a little bit in a nice way after your near-death experience. You are so sweet now, and you are nice to everyone. And I hope you and Charmin can be close. Another person who's back is Kay Jobs. Kay Jobs, you're muted, but welcome back. I'm going to be interviewed today by somebody that I don't know well. Okay, this guy's name is Welsh Republic. I'm kind of nervous about it. Kay, do you have any advice for me?
Welsh Republic?
Yes.
What is that?
I do not know. I actually don't know what that is, but it's this guy named Welsh Republic. He came into the Kermit and Friends Discord server, which everybody should be a part of. It's pinned to all my 3 YouTube channels. It's pinned. It's like discord.com, like GGG, Kermit and Friends. Just find it. And this guy met me through there. He asked me to come on his show, okay? But I don't go on people's shows. I really don't. I say, come on Kermit and Friends, interview me there, and then you can restream it to your show or whatever. And I thought that was a good idea. So I'm kind of nervous. Do you ever get nervous to come on like podcasts or be interviewed, Kay?
This is actually my first podcast I've ever done. But yes,
Really?
I'm like really stage fright. So I'm really nervous right now.
You're nervous with me, but you know I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love you. I respect you. You were Albert Einstein.
Thanks.
Yeah, like you are like way above. You're actually probably the most famous person I've ever interviewed because you're Albert Einstein and who else?
I have a list, but I don't want to go into it. It just won't be believable.
Okay. All right. Well, you're a lot of famous people, so you're definitely. I should be nervous in front of you, if anything. So what's gone on in your life up until this point? Why didn't we see you for so long?
Oh my God. So it's actually a long story. It's like a long 3 stories, but basically I have a do you have about 10 minutes?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so back in September, so disclaimer, I've never done drugs at all. I'm like a Zen Buddhist and I don't touch that shit, all that stuff. And anyway, so I read a quote by Steve Jobs that said like he did LSD to open up his mind. And I was like, well, damn, I'll be like Steve Jobs. Like, like what he envisioned the apple and like, that's kind of thing I was hoping for. And I'm really into spirituality and the metaphysics. And so I wanted to try LSD. So I bought LSD off the street. Actually, I'm an idiot. And it was laced with like 15 different drugs and including fentanyl. And have you heard of fentanyl?
But you took fentanyl?
No, I didn't take it on purpose. I didn't know I didn't know it was in there. And so I flatlined. I was in a coma for 3 days. I was in the hospital for 2 months and a nursing home for 3 months. We were learning how to walk. And so, anyways, I still have it. I got released from the nursing home. I still have problems walking a little bit. And so I was at a coffee shop in Princeton, and it was closed. So I walked down to Starbucks. And I was walking down the street back to where I was staying, and I couldn't walk. It was too dangerous for me to walk because there was it was like dark sidewalk in there, and there was like cracks and stuff where I could have tripped and like break my neck. You know what I mean? I'm so scared of falling because I walk really weird. I mean, not
Do you
weird, but like
heels?
Huh?
Are you wearing heels? Is that why you're afraid to fall?
No, God, no. I don't know. I just wear tennis shoes. But there's something about the like the wiring of my brain. Like I just well, actually, no. Actually, rewind again. What happened about 3 months ago or 2 months ago? I was staying at Candace's apartment, and I was climbing the stairs to her loft where I stayed, and at the top step, I fell backwards all the way down the stairs, and I hit my head. And so ever since then, my walking has been really, really hard. And sometimes I like I won't even know it how like why like, if I don't sleep, I can barely walk. My balance and my gait is really terrible. So anyways, I didn't want to walk back to the house, and so it was just down the road. It was like half a mile. So I called 911 and I asked them to ask a police officer for a ride to my house that I was staying at. And so the police showed up and they did all these interviews with me, and they ended up taking me and they dumped me in a mental asylum for 6 weeks.
Oh no! Oh
Yeah.
no! So
It's
how was
horrible.
that? How is it in the mental asylum?
Oh my God, I want to kill everybody. I want to like I don't want to be like weird, but like dude, I want to like fucking murder the fuck out of like people come up with this shit. Like these people are so stupid, and ignorant, and like and I can't even breathe. Like how angry I am. What happens in those places and how stupid they are, and how it's like sorry, I'm distracted by a comment. But it's just like you basically, I'm so I have severe ADHD and ADHD, and I get bored so easily. Like boredom is torture for me, and so those places have nothing to do, nothing intellectual to stimulate your brain with. Because I read all the time, like I do nothing but read and study and research, and so those places are like I have nothing to do, and so they dump you in there, and then so they dumped all these medicines down my body, and they forced me to take medicines. Like I took like Trileptal, and I can't even remember the names, but there were like 4 or 5 of them. And every time here's a new medicine, and you have to take them. And so now I have like immaculate handwriting, and so I can't even write. After they gave me those medicines, I came back home and I was trying to write, and I can't write anymore. Like I like it's like really horrible. Hold on, so much. I don't know if you see this, but my handwriting went from immaculate to that with all these medicines that they dumped down my body. And so I told them before they sent me to the asylum that about my accident with the stairs and stuff, and I said I don't belong in that place. It's too dangerous. And for me, I was tripping all over the place, and I had to borrow a walker from physical therapy.
So you've been through so much.
Yeah.
You're such a survivor.
Oh, you don't even know. Sometimes I'm so surprised I'm still here.
All right, well, sit tight. Just stay there. Do not move, because right now I'm accepting an interview from this new guy who I do not know named Welsh Republic. Welsh Republic, welcome to Kermit and Friends.
Hey, Elisa. It's nice to meet you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
What have you been up to? Anything much?
Well, I mean, my internet was not working this morning, and I was freaking out, so I had to go to my office and bring my whole set here, and it was very annoying. But it's Kermit's birthday. That's the dog that I named the show for, so the show must go on no matter what. And I just really love all the people here, and I would never let people here down. So here we are.
I just want to say happy birthday to Kermit. Your dog, I'm sure, is a very, very sweet dog.
Yes.
So what made you want to start Kermit and Friends?
I was very lonely, and I wanted to make friends. I'm pretty shy in person. I have a lot of social anxiety, and I felt like if I just tried this, I would meet people. And I have met so many people. It's like unbelievable. So just basically to cure loneliness, depression, and it definitely helps.
Yeah, I understand that. I also have a bit of social anxiety myself, and I actually didn't get any sleep last night, which wasn't very good. What inspired you to become an entertainer?
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, and
Well, I mean, like, I love like just connecting with people. So I was a musician where I got to tour, and people would come up to me after the show, and I would take like random fans out. In fact, I got in trouble for that a lot because I used to invite random fans on the tour bus, and all the band would be mad at me because the kids would be on the tour bus. They'd be like 15, 16, and they'd steal all our iPods and just get us in trouble. And it was like so fun for me to make a kid's dream come true. Like if they're a huge fan of mine, of course I'm going to invite them on the tour bus. Of course I'm going to take them out to dinner or lunch or drinks. I always did that. And that was the best part of it for me. And people like would call me a loser for doing that. They're like, oh, you have to only hang out with stars. No. You don't want to hang out with the stars. They're a nightmare. You want to hang out with the people that love your music. You want to hang out with the people that love your podcast, whatever you're doing. Those people that love it, that believe in it too, like that's more inspiring than hanging out with a bunch of like elitist snobs to me.
What was your favorite part about working in the Howard Stern show as a writer?
I think working with Howard Stern was really fun because I admire him so much. And I think he's like the best of the best. Like you can't get better than that. And I've been blessed enough to work with a lot of people that are the best in their field. And just working with him was so incredible because, I mean, so I was writing jokes that he was saying. And that's the best feeling, to look up to someone and they're actually using like what came out of your mind, your inspiration, which I think comes from God. And it's just all like such a blessing. So I remember when I would listen to him saying my jokes, like it was just the best feeling in the world. I can't imagine a better feeling than that. And I've had that feeling in other creative endeavors that I've had, but that was pretty good, hard to beat.
Who is your favorite member in the Kermit and Friends?
Oh, wow. Like favorite, probably right now, Wheezy, because Wheezy's like my co-host. He's like so reliable and sweet. And like we have fought before and gotten through it. And he came to me when I really needed him. And he's just so reliable and loyal. And that's what I look in any person, like anybody I work with, anybody I'm going out with, any friend. It's just so hard to find that. And like he's authentic. And, you know, Charmin's also like that. I have a lot of great people here. You know, I get a lot. I have a lot, like Leaf King. Like Leaf King does an unbelievable amount of work for the show. Unbelievable amount. And we've had our ups and downs too, and we got through it. And a lot of times when I was younger, like I would get into fights with people and I would never see that person again. That's happened a lot to me. So it's so nice when you can have a problem with someone. Like I've had a problem with Leaf, I've had a problem with Wheezy, and like we get through it and like we're stronger. Because that's a real friendship, when you can get through something where, you know, there's a possibility I might never talk to this person again. Like I felt like that with Gonzo too, when Gonzo and I dated very briefly. And I was worried I'd never get to talk to him again. Now I talk to him all the time. So I feel like I'm growing as a person because of the people here. So that's huge for me, because definitely when I was younger, I would have friendships destroyed because I'm very erratic. I'm emotional. You know, I'm a Cancer. I'm so emotional. I'm just going to call her. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you? Hello?
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lori.
My dad had something to say.
Okay.
If you're trying to make a decision on what co-host to keep,
Yeah.
Wheezy.
Yeah. Wheezy's the best. He's my favorite person.
Corey does nothing but trash talk you every chance he can.
Corey is back. John, Corey's back. You know, I hope he stays. I'm going to give him a lot of, you know, respect. I respect him.
Good to have him come up as a guest, but he's not a loyal co-host.
No, Wheezy's the co-host for as long as he wants to be. As long as he wants to be, he's going to be the co-host. I love Wheezy the most. So yeah, you're right. Wait, where are you guys?
I'm taking Lori to work.
Oh, that's nice. I love you guys. You're the best. Oh, I love when Lori does the tarot card readings in Discord. Everybody goes crazy for that.
It's quite an interesting thing.
All right. I'm going to let you guys go. Your sound is bad, but I love you both, okay? All right. That was the Boltons. That was the famous Boltons. I love those guys. Okay, so where were we, Welsh?
I was also saying, by the way, you actually have some really cool members in your Discord. They're very funny and cool to talk to. I really enjoy talking to them.
Oh, yes. So our Discord server is just Kermit and Friends. I have it pinned to the YouTube channels, and everybody should join that because you can make so many connections there, and there's fabulous people, and I love everyone in there. I do not miss one message that goes on. Like maybe I might not be on while I'm at work, but I look back at it and I make sure I don't miss anything. And now I noticed that some people were complaining that like the voice chat wasn't that popular. So I started going in there. And if you just think of a topic or think of like something fun to do, like the tarot cards or Kermit and Friends trivia, people will join you. And you could promote your own show. So if you have a show or you have like a band or you're a poet or you're an actor or you're a comedian, like I want you to use me, use Kermit and Friends, use me, use my platform to promote yourself in your show in our Discord and on Kermit and Friends. And that's, I wish, like DJ Smooth says he has a band. Have your band play on Kermit and Friends and you'll have more fans and it'll be great. So I encourage everybody to do that.
What do you think is the biggest problem with the music industry nowadays? Because when I look at the music industry, I just think it's full of just corruption, greed. Music isn't as good as it used to be. It lacks that taste. What do you think it lacks?
So I actually almost wish I was like growing up at this time because it's actually easier to get your music out there. Cause like when I was growing up, there was none of this. Like, I would have been like live streaming. I would have been putting my music on SoundCloud and YouTube and making videos myself. I was relying too much on other people. And nowadays you don't have to rely on anybody. If you want to do something, like nobody can stop you nowadays. They really can't. Like I've had people approach me about this show that want to control me and tell me to take things off of YouTube and change my name and change this and not be connected to this show or that show. I hate that. So if you have a dream to do something, you could really put it out there and get it in front of an audience. And that's something that I like. And I think there is good music out there. There's tons of artists that I like. So I think it's actually better. Like I was relying on record labels. You know, my band was a signed band and they had so many rules for me. They told me what to wear. They told me what to do. I just hate that. I don't want anybody telling me what to do ever. So I feel like this show is a great example of just somebody having a dream to do something. When you build it, they will come. Like I was alone when I thought of this, and I'm not alone now. And that's in anything that you choose to do. People will, if you have a passion for it and you really believe in it, people will come to you and they will help you. Like you know, you love interviewing people. Now you're on Kermit and Friends. You'll get to interview whoever from Kermit and Friends because you're doing a great job. And, you know, I'll connect you to people that I know. And that's just how it works. And I think it's just a lot better than before.
When you were working with Howard Stern, what was the most inspirational quote he gave you and advice?
One time I was really nervous about going to like one of the Howard Stern Christmas parties this one year. And I was showing that I was nervous and scared because like after you go to one of those parties, they talk about it and they are not afraid to make fun of you after the Howard Stern Christmas parties. And they talk about what you wear, what you look like. And they were just talking about my look so much that I was freaking out. And one year I got so drunk that I blacked out. I mean, it just made me, I mean, I have anxiety already, okay, just without all that. And, you know, just knowing that it's going to be talked about and dissected is so like fucked up. And like, it's fun, but it's also like fucked up too, right? So what Howard Stern told me, and I thought it was brilliant, is he said, do not worry about yourself having a good time. If you make it so other people have a good time, then in turn, you will also have a good time. So I went into the party that year, you know, saying, okay, let me go up to somebody that like needs me, like not the most popular people, like, you know, not the top tier people. Go to the like more bottom tier people, make them have a good time, and trust me, no matter that'll fit in any situation. That's one thing Howard Stern told me. Don't worry about the popular people, the people that are making money at your work. They're fine. Think about the people that are struggling and hurting. I'll never forget this guy, Eric, not high pitch, but this guy, Eric, that was on the show before. He was working at my company and he was struggling really bad. He was working really hard, but he wasn't making money. And nobody would take his calls. Like no closers would take his calls because we have openers, we have middle guys, we have closers. So I was like a middle guy at the time. I wasn't a closer, I wasn't an opener. And I said, Eric, you know, give me all your calls. Give me all your calls. and I'll take them. I will, I'm not going to ignore you. I'm not going to like say, oh, this guy's not good. I'm going to take all your calls. Anyway, we got like a $500,000 deal like the next day, just because I was nice to him and I believed in him. And that is the Kermitarian way. You don't go to the popular people. You don't go to the famous people. Forget about them. They're fine. You go to the people that are struggling, and God will give you good karma and Kermit and Friends, good karma right away. I made a lot of money just by helping the people that needed help that were struggling. So that's what Howard Stern told me. That's what I'm telling you. Another thing Howard Stern said to Pittsburgh Pete, I believe, which I think is great advice, is even if you're a dishwasher or like something very, very low, on the totem pole.
Or if you're a janitor.
Yeah, janitor. It's something that people don't typically respect. You do that the best that you can do, and you will succeed in ways that you cannot even dream of. I'm telling you, by doing just a small, like I was pretty much interning, submitting jokes for free, not getting paid for a very long time. Eventually, I got a call. You're hired. That's just the way it works, guys. If you just, contribute with a passion, don't be fake. You got to be real. If you really believe in something, if you believe in a company, if you believe in a TV show, if you believe in a podcast, you think I'm going to let this go without it succeeding? Are you kidding me? Come on. You think if people are helping me in my show right now, if and when it succeeds, I'm not going to help them? I'm going to help them now, A. And B, the higher level people, they just really respect that. So I respect when somebody comes to Kermit and Friends and helps and is loyal and, whatever they want in their life, I'm going to make that happen to the best of my ability. I met Gucci's. I said, this girl, all right, she's struggling right now. I'll do anything for her. You want dinner? You want lunch? You want a new dress? Want to go to the spa? I'll do it for you because I believe in you. And you've come to me not wanting anything, just being a pure soul. So people can see that and you cannot fake it. That's the thing. And Howard Stern can tell. I can tell. Anybody that runs something can tell if you're coming with a pure heart. I can tell when somebody really likes Kermit and Friends. I can tell if they're just trying to use me. It's very obvious. And I've been doing this for so many years, like 20 years in entertainment, where people are constantly wanting things. But I can really tell when people are just like Wappy, performs for us every week. He never asks me for anything. He's going to get a lot of stuff in return because I see his passion for music. He's unbelievably talented, but I see his passion for music. I admire it. I'm like that as well. So, I just respect people like that work hard and are just pure. Where is Wappy, by the way?
What is your favorite piece of classical music?
I love Mozart. I love Chopin, the Nocturnes. I grew up, I'm named for Fleur Elise, so of course I like that. Moonlight Sonata, I love. Beethoven's Ninth. I could go on and on. Classical is my favorite kind of music, so that's the music that I always listen to.
So with America at the moment going through the struggle it is right now politically, and with cancel culture, do you feel like that is just terrible? Because to myself, I think counterculture is killing the comedy industry, it's killing the filming industry, and it's just not fun, Yeah.
So I have mixed feelings about that. Like Chris D'Elia was canceled. I knew him. So I was like kind of happy about it, honestly. He was such like kind of like a bad guy to me that I was kind of like, it's bad to be happy about that, right? But he was like so fucked up. So I don't know. Andy, everybody talks about him being canceled all the time. And he does a lot of bad shit. So I don't know. I believe in God. I'm pretty Christian. So I'm kind of like you'll get your karma. Like what you deserve in life, I believe that you get. So when people get canceled, I kind of feel like they deserve it. I don't cancel people in Kermit and Friends unless they're trying to take my show down. Andy, should he be canceled? He was hot. I agree. He was hot. That's why I liked him. But he does suck. Some guys that are hot and famous, they suck. I'm just going to be honest about that. Like Andy being canceled, it might benefit him to be canceled. I don't know if it's so great that he's not canceled at this point because he keeps going on and on doing bad shit. So some of these celebrities, they just feel like they could do whatever they want and get away with it. And that's just how it is. Like Gonzo Shitcock. He's famous. He's hot. He is not canceled. I have mixed feelings on it. I'm mixed.
what was it like dating Ethan Hawke and Vin Diesel?
Good. I mean, it's fun to date famous people. I've dated a lot of famous people, a lot. So I'm trying to think. It's okay. It's more fun than dating like a regular person, I guess. But I'd rather date Kermitarian out of anybody because Kermitarians are good people. So a lot of celebrities, they are like spoiled, they're entitled, they're annoying. You have to like kiss their ass. I was friends with like an A-list actress, and I always had to meet her where she wanted to meet. I always had to go around her schedule. Fuck that. I wanted the opposite. So it's annoying to date or be friends with a very famous person.
I heard that you actually met Donald Trump once. What was your experience like with that?
He just tried to go out with me. He's kind of like a pig, like a male pig. That's how he acted. I mean, I didn't take him seriously as a date. Like, he's kind of like a joke. Like, to me, he's a joke. I don't take him seriously at all. When I met him now, at any time, I just really, the way he treated me and women in general, it's just like a guy in a locker room. Like, he's just, I don't respect him.
Mm-hmm. What happened with you and Corporate Starship? How come you broke away from Cobra Starship? How come you broke away from them?
So I had a romantic relationship with the lead singer, and it went really bad. This is spam. Wait, hello? Hello? Hi. Okay, that's definitely really spam. So I had a romantic relationship with the lead singer, worst decision of my life. He was really cute, exactly my type, and it made it really awkward in the band. And when I would like avoid him and he was the lead singer, it was just fucked up. That's why I'm really scared of like hooking up with people, especially people I work with, because it goes so bad after that. It ruins everything. So I like haven't hooked up with anyone in like over 2 years. So because it just, I don't know, it just ruins everything. Like Benji was obsessed with me and great to me until we lived together. It went downhill after that. So every time I get into a romantic relationship, it goes downhill. So I just like to keep people at like arm's length, and I don't really get close to people anymore.
How is everything doing with your emotion with Andy Dick?
I mean, Andy Dick, I'm excited to see him. I saw him yesterday, but he always chooses other people over me. So I also didn't hook up with him. He tried to hook up with me yesterday, but then he tried to hook up with Gucci's yesterday. So he's just not loyal. I need proof that somebody's going to be loyal. I like to watch them and see what they're like for at least like a month. And like Andy couldn't be faithful for like a week. So they have to be faithful. They have to be loyal. I work too hard to get far in my life to be with just someone like that's fucked up. And that's not true, Johnny B.
Also with that, what is the biggest show you ever had on the Howard Stern show? Like one that was just full of people?
Wait, what?
What was the biggest show you've ever performed in?
Oh, I was on Jimmy Kimmel, singing and playing guitar. I was on Heather McDonald's podcast, which is pretty big. I was on MTV a lot. Trying to think what else. I was on E! Entertainment interviewing people. This is like before anyone knew me. The Howard Stern show is probably the biggest show I've been on. I can't even think of anything else right now.
No worries. That's all good, Elisa.
Yeah.
So do you want to wrap this up now?
Yeah. I think you did great. Where can people watch you on YouTube? I know you have a YouTube channel.
You guys can find me at the Welsh Republic Podcast. You can also find me on Instagram. And yeah, I just want to say thank you very much, Alicia. Sorry if the interview wasn't that good.
No, you're very good. And I like how you kept emailing me and kept reaching out to me. That's what I want people to do here. Like, never give up. No matter what you want, you're going to get it in some way. Maybe not directly that way, but in another way, you will get it. So I just want people to know that. We have so many great people here today, like Tall Dark. Is that Tall Dark?
Yeah.
What's going on with your screen?
No, that's Wits In. I'm just a tribute to him when he did a dance for Wendy's birthday. I was just wondering, could you share, if you remember, one joke that Howard Stern said on there that you wrote?
Yes, my favorite joke was when Mindy Kaling was on, and she was talking about this like hot chick that she worked with, and for her book. And I said, do you always make the hot chick type? And it was funny and the way it was framed, and it was my favorite. But I always made jokes like throughout the show. One day I'll compile all my papers, and actually you're the guy for this. I'll send you my papers of all the jokes I wrote, and you could go through them and you could pick out your favorite.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So are you going to be part of any shows like affiliated with this show?
I'm very shy and I really don't like going on big panels. So only occasionally if I get some idea that I want to get across.
Okay, perfect. Because I love when you do your shows and when you're on the wrap-up show with Wheezy, it's just so terrific. And I like how you take notes and I like how you do everything. So you're going to be the guy. I'm going to send you a bunch of jokes I wrote for Howard. You go through it. You keep it private. I trust you. And you could pick out some good, funny ones. Let's hear from our musical guest, Wappy Flanker.
Sometimes it could be an accident. Sometimes it could be suicide. Sometimes it could be murder. There are a lot of ways people die. I don't really know.
Yeah, it's time to face the truth. Rising up like angels do. I've been facing death, it's true. Every corner through and through. The devil wants me dead, it's true. I've been searching for the truth. Find me in the sky, it's blue. Catch me flying, rise. Yeah, it's time for you. Yeah, we heard so much about you and we know it's true. So now fly, nothing holding you. Got the power in your hands and we know it's true. Yeah, it's time to face the truth. Rising up like angels do. I've been facing death, it's true. Every corner through and through. The devil wants me dead, it's true. I've been searching for the truth. Find me in the sky, it's blue. Catch me flying, rise. Yeah, it's time for you. Yeah, we heard so much about you and we know it's true. So now fight, nothing holding you. Got the power in your hands and we know it's true. Rise, yeah, it's time for you. Yeah, we heard so much about you and we know it's true. So now fight, nothing holding you. Got the power in your hands and we know it's true.
Kermit! Happy birthday, sweetheart! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you!
June 19th marks a very special day in the Kermit and Friends universe. It was on this day Elisa Jordana made a scraggly little dog named Kermit, who would go on to change her life and many other lives forever. Kermit wasn't just a pet to Elisa. She wasn't even just a daughter. She was her inspiration and her strength. At Elisa's lowest moments, she leaned on Kermit to help her keep going. It is because of that Elisa never gave up on her dreams. Without Kermit, Elisa's life probably doesn't lead to the Howard Stern Show. Without Kermit, Elisa certainly would have never created her own talk show. Elisa started Kermit and Friends so Kermit could meet other dogs all around the world. What happened instead was that Elisa started making new friends of her own. It dawned on Elisa that Kermit has been doing this for her since they first met. Elisa took Kermit everywhere. When people saw Kermit, they wanted to introduce themselves to Elisa and ask about her. Thanks to Kermit, Elisa has developed decade-long friendships with men and women who absolutely cherish her. And it doesn't just go for Elisa, but for hundreds of people who have been connected through Kermit and Friends. Thank you, Kermit, for continuing to join us every Sunday from heaven. We all love you, and we carry your name proudly. Happy birthday.
And Kermit is watching us from heaven. And Kermit is watching us from heaven. And Kermit is watching from heaven. And Kermit is watching us from heaven. And Kermit is watching us from heaven right now. And Kermit is watching us from heaven. And Kermit is watching us from heaven. And Kermit is watching us from heaven. Kermit is watching us from heaven right now. And Kermit is watching from heaven. And Kermit's watching from heaven. And Kermit is 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 watching us from heaven. And Kermit is watching 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 from heaven. So I just want to tell you guys, how important this show is to me because of that. And I appreciate everybody for helping me and, just always being here. So, the show is very meaningful to me. And just all for my dog Kermit, who inspired me so much. Welcome to the show, Darren.
Welcome. That was making me a little teary-eyed too. That's adorable.
Thanks.
I love all our little babies. I have a few kitty cats.
Good. So
I'm
what
big
are
on-
what are your thoughts on the show? You wrote to me to come on.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of general subject. I never really saw the pictures of Kermit and stuff. I'm still learning about Kermit and Friends and whatnot. So those are cool little montage and whatnot to see. I didn't know that's what the show was originally about. So
Yeah, it was I made it for my dog Kermit, and she introduced me to so many people, and everywhere we went, she would go up to everybody, and she didn't judge anybody. She didn't care who you voted for or what race you are or what you look like. She would just go up and be so friendly to everybody. So I really wanted that attitude to be here, and I wanted people to be like that here and just be friends with each other and have connections, and that's it. Very
that's
simple.
cute. I have a kitty cat like that I take out, and she's very lovely, and she likes to meet everybody and friends with everybody every time I take her out. So I completely understand. I got a beautiful little baby girl that goes out with me all the time.
Really?
Named Baby Moon.
That's nice. That's really
She's
nice.
cute. She's really cute.
Yeah, she's cute. Okay, so I have so many guests right now. I have so many people that want to come on the show. Obviously, we're
No
gonna have a
problem.
wrap-up show after the show. I'd love for you to join it, Darren. The wrap-up show is hosted by Wheezy. So Wheezy's the wrap-up show host, and I want everybody to make friends with him. He's such an amazing person. A lot of people in my life, I feel like were brought to me by my dog Kermit in heaven. Like Kermit's watching me. She sees the kind of people I need. She sees the people that make me laugh, the people that'll be special, the people that I can help. Because Kermit helped everybody, you guys. Kermit helped everybody that she met. And that's what, that feels like my purpose. And I'm not afraid of dying anymore because when I die, I get to see her. So, that's it. Eric, are you okay?
Yeah. Cheer up. You got a lot of friends.
Thanks, Eric. Thank you. All right. So there's going to be a wrap-up show. After this show, obviously, we are excited for that. It's hosted by Wheezy, who was really brought to me. It was an amazing gift to me. And, we have gifts in our life. Maybe like Gucci's is your gifts. Maybe God sees you and says, oh, Gucci's would be helpful. Do you feel like that high pitch? Do you ever feel like you're being blessed?
Yes, a lot. Are you doing a wrap-up show too?
I'm not. I'll head your way after this, but I just want to kind of chill out for a little bit and but I will hang out with you if you're still there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. Did Gucci's reach you?
Not yet.
She will. She will. And if it's not her, it's going to be someone else. Okay.
All right. So how long are you wrapping up?
I'm going to wrap up like right now, but just hold on. We're getting a call. Kermit and friends.
Hey, Lisa, it's Gonzo. In the spirit of this, I wanted to let you know that Eric and I we're friends again, and I hope he's not mad at me for calling in
No, we're
and
not.
asking him to suck my cock. That was just a joke.
No, we're not friends. We're not friends.
You're not friends?
No, because
he says you're not friends, Gonzo.
Well, can you just tell him I was just kidding? And he's getting a little bit silly. He's taking it too far. And I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna be out there in September and August, so he needs to let me know.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll talk to him. All right, Gonzo.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Gonzo. What a sweetheart. In the spirit of Kermit, just trying to make up with you. And that's what it is about. I hope you forgive God. What did he do to you? Why are you so mad at Gonzo?
Plus, he texted me and said, you don't wish me a happy birthday on Twitter. He didn't have to do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you didn't want to say happy birthday to Gonzo for some reason?
No, because I was busy that day and it totally slipped my mind.
Okay. You were busy that day. It slipped your mind. Okay, here's the link to the wrap-up show if you want to watch it. And then Wheezy's going to pin the link to his wrap-up show for you to be on it. So like everybody that's here can also be on the wrap-up show. And I think everybody should be on the wrap-up show because Wheezy is such an unbelievable guy. And
thank you. That was amazing of Leaf. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was crying. So
you were crying.
Yeah. But I mean, on the wrap-up show, we have a ton to talk about.
Yes.
I wish everybody would kind of take this sentiment and realize how important this is instead of just trying to fight each other and just trying to be douchebags all the time. This is what it's all about, And that was summed up perfectly with Leaf's tribute, and I thought it was beautiful. And I think you're beautiful too, Corey, so go ahead and call me all the names you want.
Wheezy, it's just begun.
Oh, are you gonna
it's just begun, Wheezy.
Corey? Well, I'm sure one or two.
I've been around this circuit, this little circuit, a little too longer than you, so I got more experience and a little more. But it's just begun, Wheezy.
You don't even.
I'm not finished yet. It's just beginning right now.
What do you mean, just begun, Corey?
He's going to start his own wrap-up show, and he says he's going to compete with me. So I wish him all the best in the world.
Wheezy, we know the weasel that you are, and we know the suck-up that you are.
Corey,
And,
thank you.
How come
and the way you always deflect, like you were trying to deflect off of me, your situation, tried to put on
guy's
the
an
Lisa
idiot.
earlier.
He comes on a show about love, and all he does is spread hate.
But
Hey,
you know the piece of
why don't
trash
you
that
say
you are.
Happy birthday to
and-
Elisa month or something like that.
Corey,
Something
good luck.
positive.
We know
hating people.
Wheezy. Okay,
Good
I'm
luck,
not
buddy.
gonna deviate,
match
and
for
I'm
me.
gonna be
You know you're
focused
no
on
match
Wheezy
for
right
me.
now. So T-Bob, I'm not gonna deviate.
You're no match for me, Corey.
I'm
I
not gonna-
encourage you to do a show. Let's
Wheezy,
see how many
what
people.
did
You
we
don't
say
know
when
who the
you
Corster
over
is.
I do know who the Corster
You
is.
don't know who
four
the
brain
Corster
cells.
is.
You have 4 brain cells, Corey. Everybody knows it. I'm the only one that's
Oh,
been nice
really?
to
You
out
got to
of
go to
everybody.
Kid Tactics. Like I haven't been laid since 1991. I was 16 in 1991 and just was a freshman in high school.
No
So I
idea
don't
what
know
you're
that was
talking
going to
about, but you
happen.
do have 4
So if
brain
you're going to
cells.
come up with insults,
Have fun with
come
Jerry
up
on your
with
wrap-up show.
non-childish ways. Do it as a man. Man
Way to
up and
expose
insult
yourself.
me in a man way, not in
Way to
childish little
expose
kindergarten.
yourself as
You're
the
a sandbox
douche that
boy.
you are.
Yeah, you're a sandbox boy. We all know. It's
Come on
all
the
coming
wrap-up
to the
show.
front.
If
We
you
all
want to be on
know
a
it.
wrap-up show, come on the
Dude,
official one.
like I said, it's just begun. I'm not going to go into your wrap-up show. And you notice that Elisa Jordana on this Sunday, right now, she has since I've been back here, she has more views than ever without being paid for by Leaf. And she's actually had new people come in here because of me.
Okay, you can keep thinking that, but
I don't have to think. The proof is right there.
Let me talk.
The views are right there, and the
Consistency pays
people in
off.
chat are
You're
right
not
there.
consistent. You can't even come here on time. So good luck.
Yeah,
I
but
wish
I
you
have
all the
to
luck.
make my own time. Okay, but you're a
with
little
Jerry
kiss ass.
and Wit.
Yes, and you're a
Jerry
kiss
and
ass.
Wit.
Yes, you're
Good
a
luck with
cocky
that.
kiss ass with your fucking nose up in the air
Somebody's
right now.
jealous of me.
Yes,
I'm
dude,
used
you
to
have
the
your,
jealousy.
like I said, your
Corey,
head is so far up your
Corey.
own ass. How can you have your nose up
You got
T-bombs
like
there?
Corey,
5
you're just upset
followers.
that I have the
I'm
official
not
backup, so
upset.
you'll never have
I'm taking
anything.
control. I am the ownership.
Good luck.
I am the
Good
one
luck
that
with
you gotta
that.
fear.
With your 4 brain cells, good luck with that.
Yeah,
Jerry
you
Witz
right.
on your
But
team.
I'm not the one
Imagine.
sucking ass. I'm the one that's done my own thing. I
Imagine.
got my own following, and I do my
Nobody
own thing, and
follows
I've
you,
proven
Corey.
it, and I've shown
Nobody.
who I am in my life. I
You
don't
have
even
shown
have
us
to.
who you are.
I have
Look at
a
how
fake
pathetic you are.
green screen behind me.
You're
It's,
pathetic.
dude, seriously, get rid of that StreamYard green screen behind you, and actually let's see your fucking background.
What does that have to do with anything, Corey?
That has to do with
Show us what
everything.
you
It
can
shows
do.
the phoniness that you are.
Show us what you can do. That's what you should do.
I
Be
am,
consistent.
dude. I am. We know
You
what
won't
I
do
am all
anything.
about.
You won't do anything.
I've
Take
shown
me down,
throughout the
bub.
years, ever since I met Lisa Jordan on the original Spreecast on KAF.
You're jealous of me.
Oh, so that's your root is oh, they're jealous of me. They're jealous.
You are.
of
It's
me.
clear. It's very clear that
Yes,
you're jealous
that's
of
your
me.
answer to
What
everything.
have I
because
done to
you're
you to
so
get this
arrogant
attack?
and cocky. You think everyone's jealous of
Jealous.
you, dude? That's arrogant and cockiness.
Seems like jealousy to me, buddy.
I know. It seems like every time you tip your head, it shows you're arrogant and
Another
cockiness.
jealous.
Yeah, I
Another
don't
little
know.
jealous move.
Hey, you got a little nervous
Let's see
stitch
what
there.
Lisa has
Yeah,
to
look at
say
that
about
nervous
you.
stitch. I mean, you look at it.
Who do you think you make nervous,
what?
Corey? You have
Yeah,
4
I
brain
own
cells.
you.
Total.
Yeah, you fear me.
No, just because you say something doesn't mean it's true. You're a you're
Oh,
a
so
dipshit.
when
Everybody
you
knows
say
it.
so, what
I'm
I
the only
say
one that
so
ever
is not
sticks
true,
up
but
for
what
you.
you say so is true. So where's the arrogance on that?
You're arrogant with no reason to be
Yeah, at
arrogant.
least I can shave and I look good.
No, you don't. You don't look good. You look like you're about to
Yeah,
die.
at least I don't look
You're-
like a fucking
you're
hip. Okay,
pure
like I
white.
said, where's
You
your
were just in
stocking
the
cap and
hospital
your
last
winter
week. Look at
jacket?
you.
Yeah, look at me. I can't even stop looking at myself. I'm so good looking.
Hmm.
At least I don't have my head up anyone's asses or my brown nose and they like T-Bob. Oh, he's my BEF now.
It's BFF. Your brain
Yeah,
cells
but
know
he's
that.
like you're like a valley girl and all this stuff like duh and it's
Okay,
Corey, you can
continue it on the wrap-up show,
We
guys.
will. I'm sorry he had to do that, Elisa. That was a
That's
beautiful. That was a
okay.
beautiful video about that. I loved it. It was amazing. Corey can't ruin any of it, even though he's trying. He just needs my attention.
So Kenneth has a really beautiful song for us. Kenneth, do you want to sing that song now?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Go ahead.
And I apologize in advance if this brings you to tears, but I'm going to give it my best shot. The song I'm doing is a song written by a gentleman by the name of Vince Gill, and it's called Go Rest High on That Mountain. Give me a moment. I'm waiting on the ad to finish up. I want to dedicate this to the late Kermit. Hopefully, this will be good for you. Let's do this. I know your life on earth was troubled, and only you could know the pain. You weren't afraid to face the devil. You were no stranger to the rain. So go rest high on that mountain, 'cause on your word on earth is done. Go to heaven a shouting, look for the Father and the Son. Oh, how we cried the day you left us. We gathered around your grave to grieve. Wish I could see the angels' faces when they hear your sweet voice say, so go rest high beyond that mountain, 'cause on your work on earth is done. Go to heaven a shouting, love for the Father and the Son. Go rest high on that mountain, 'cause on your work on earth is done. Go to heaven a shouting, love for the Father and the Son. Go to heaven a shouting, love for the Father and the Son.
Beautiful,
I
Kenneth. Amazing.
apologize if that brought you to tears, but I just felt that it fit the occasion.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect. Thank you so much. I hope you go on the wrap-up show, Bob.
If you need somebody to close the show in prayer, I would be willing to.
Oh.
Well, Jimmy the Christian was going to do a short prayer. Jimmy, please start with your prayer. It's so loud where you are, but you could do your prayer.
Yeah, let's thank God for all the prayers that have been answered so far. We've had a lot of answered prayers. Andy Dick, he's healthy. Charmin, she's back. I mean, we've had some answered prayers. Kleenex, he's nicer. So let's just do a quick prayer of gratitude.
Yes.
Father God, thank you for answering many of our prayers. Thank you for helping us to feel better about ourselves. Thank you for everything you've given us this show. This was a jam-packed show. Father God, thank you so much that Elisa was able to get internet so she could do the show. Thank you, Father God, for Kermit and all the wonderful years of entertainment that Kermit has brought us. Thank you for all of our relatives who are in heaven with Kermit, all the fathers out there who are in heaven. Happy Father's Day. All the fathers, we're grateful for all the fathers. We're grateful for you, Father God. And we're grateful for all the blessings that you give us in this life. Thank you so much for your patience with us. Help us to become the best possible version of ourselves we can be. We ask all of this in the name of your Son, our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That was really touching, Leaf's thing. I mean, I was bawling. I'm not gonna kid. I'm not gonna lie. I was bawling here. You were crying when you came back, and I saw you crying. Oh my God. The waterworks were starting. That was just so touching, so wonderful.
It was unbelievable.
So wonderful.
It was so great.
So beautiful.
Yeah, Kermit and Friends.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm doing a documentary right now on what's it called? What's it called? You are like making mentally ill people pay for you or something like that.
What?
I was doing a documentary on you. What's it called? Baiting mentally ill people.
You're doing a documentary on baiting mentally ill people?
Yeah, you have been baiting mentally ill people to donate to you and stuff.
Donate to me? What the fuck are you talking about?
Like Kenneth, you know Kenneth, right?
I know Kenneth.
And, you're making them think that you're into him and stuff. And
I am into him. He's one of my favorite people.
I mean, you're baiting him though. You know he's mentally ill, right? Or what?
What am I baiting him to do? I just want him to have a fun life.
You're making him think that you're into him though. Like
No,
I am into him.
no, she's into him, but not like you think. And the thing is, you call her making fun of people. She's giving them a platform to express themselves.
Exactly. Thank you, Bob. We're just trying to make people have a good life here. My life has been proved like 1,000,000% by the people here. And that's what we're doing for Kenneth. And Kenneth, like, I just want you to have the best, most fun, most awesome, exciting life ever. And if we could do that for you, then we've succeeded. All right, Kenneth?
Do you need somebody to close this in prayer? If so, I'll be willing to do it.
Well, we just had a prayer. Okay, if you want to do another short prayer, you can do it.
Father God, Lord, we thank you for these that have gathered to watch Kermit Friends. We ask for your guidance upon them, Lord, and let everything that is said and done, let it be to honor you, Father God. I ask this in your name, for your name's sake I pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay.
Amen. You guys are the best.
I will be on that wrap-up show with Weezy and the gang.
Terrific. Thank you, Bob. You made my day. Ken, you made my day. Thank you guys so much for being here.
And I
really
appreciate the opportunity to perform. And if at any time you need somebody to do a song for you on the show, I'd be willing to do it.
What a gift you are. What a gift. You really are a gift of my life. Kenneth, my life improved when I met you. There's no doubt about it.
You're awesome.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony. Good to see you, my man.
Hey, you too. You're awesome, my friend.
All right. So we made so many friends. Tony, any thoughts on what you've seen so far?
Actually, great. It was a full packed, jam-packed show. You really did. You brought many on, and it was really good to see. And happy birthday there. And happy Father's Day to all fathers out there as well.
Yes.
I echo those sentiments. And remember, all of y'all take the time to spend as much time with your dads as you can get, because you never know how long they'll be on this earth.
No, you got that right.
That's
You got
true.
that right.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good advice, Kenneth. And we should do that with everyone that we love. And that's why I'm going to be spending more time with Kenneth and Weezy and Bob and Charmin and Corey and everybody else on the wrap-up show that's directly after Kermit and Friends. So if you have any questions how to get there, just go to the Kermit and Friends Discord server. And from
And
there,
also go to Kermit and Friends Wrap Up on YouTube.
yeah, Kermit and Friends wrap-up show that's on YouTube. If you go there, you can watch Weezy and everybody else. You can discuss the show today, what happened, your thoughts on Kenneth, your thoughts on me, your thoughts on whoever you like. Are you a fan of Jimmy Rizzo? Talk about it on the Kermit and Friends wrap-up show, because that's the place to do it, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'll just say this here, Lisa. You know what it is? Kermit will be shining on you right now. We'll be really proud of you. You know why? Because you've really done good for a lot of people. And really, when you spread niceness and goodness in the world to things that are going on today, you're a star. That's all I need to say, Lisa. You're a lovely lady. And I love you, darling.
Love you too. Corey, you said you had some final words.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not the time and place, but this drama between what's going on, we'll continue that later. But I would like to say happy birthday, Kermit.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you
Weezy,
so much.
I own you.
All right, if you want to own somebody, head over to the Kermit and Friends wrap-up show. We'll all be there. I'll be there. Weezy will be there, and all your favorites. And I'll see you next week on Kermit and Friends.
monsters left me cutting. Ain't no time for running, ain't that something? Never saw it coming. The monsters left me cutting. Ain't no time for running, ain't that something? Wish we were made of stone, with no more bullet holes. Mama, take me home, they left me cold, I'm so alone. Wish we were made of stone, with no more bullet holes. Mama, take me home, they left me cold, I'm so alone.
We will see you next week on Kermit and Friends, guys. Be easy.